How's everybody doing? My name is Betchman. Welcome back again to more Pokemon VGC stuff, things, and everything else. We have a brand new team. I know we've done a couple different Colossal teams in the past, but we got a completely different one. We last tried Wolfie's team that he won the Players' Cup with. I got really, more curious on Colossal-based teams, so I ended up finding this one that ended up working really, really well for me, actually. That I've used quite a bit to get us back to Master Ball tier, and it was quite a grind testing a bunch of different teams, but I ended up finding this one that I really enjoyed the most, and it's a pretty interesting one that consists of Gothitelle, Incineroar, Glastrier, Azumarill, Colossal, and Rillaboom. Now, why I really like this team is I think Azumarill is really, really underrated, especially in this way it's being played. So typically most Azumarills are very just mainly all their stuff is put into their attack. They're hard hitting. They usually have huge power. They're just trying to sweep. This one, however, is Sap Sipper. It's very, very defensive, and its only attacking move is Aqua Jet. It also has Sing and it has Perish Song, so it has a lot of unique things about it that I really, really like. So we're going against a Clefairy, Spectrator, Mamoswine, Celesteela, Incineroar, and Tapu Koko, so not exactly the easiest win we can get here. I really like always starting off with Azumarill and Colossal, especially because of using Sing. We'll start off with them, see how it goes. Everybody always avoids actually taking out Azumarill, which is perfect. Because I can just kind of run havoc with using Sing, I can use Perish Song, and it just ends up working out really well. So we'll start off with those two. Incineroar looks like it'll probably be the next best thing to bring in the back. Honestly, I think I'll take Glastrier as well. Because Rillaboom doesn't really do much for me here. Well, Rillaboom's actually not too bad. So you know what? We'll take Rillaboom. I don't want to take Glastrier because I'm not going for the Trick Room, and neither's my opponent. I don't really want to set myself up to where I just get destroyed. So let's go against... I didn't even remember what his name was. Started with a G, though. And he's going to start off with Clefairy and Spectrator, which is kind of what I expected. He's going to immediately Dynamax. He's going to go for a... this is where it gets a little bit tricky, too. So if I land Sing, it'll be huge. So I'm going to go for a... I'm going to go Max Guard. So I've done this before. And as long as Sing works out, it should work. It should help me quite a bit. Taking Clefairy out to where it can't do anything, so it can't go for Follow Me, is huge. I can't go for Aqua Jet into my own guy simply because of the fact that it'll go for Follow Me, and I'll end up hitting Clefairy instead. So we want to avoid that as much as we can. Like I said, he does go for the Dynamax. Got an interesting cry. I've never really noticed that. We're going to Dynamax, or Gigantamax, our Colossal as well. So we'll have two Dynamaxes immediately. I'm going for Max Guard. I'm hoping that he goes into Colossal. He might not. I'm not sure yet. Most people ignore Azumarill, so I'm hoping he ignores and goes into Colossal. So there's Follow Me, like I knew was going to happen. He does go for a Max Quake, actually, into Colossal. And we are going to miss Sing, which really kind of bites, but that's okay. Shoot. We're going to have our weakness policy get procced here, unfortunately. I have a feeling he's going to Helping Hand. I'll go for a Sing again just to see what happens, and I mean, I guess I hit him with a G-Max Volcalith. If he goes for a Helping Hand, it's going to be really, really bad. Okay. He doesn't go for Helping Hand. It's not going to be Stab. I might live. It is 4 times effective. Yeah. 4 times effective is pretty rough. So he's going to increase his special defense, and he's going to increase his attack. So not exactly what I wanted to have happen there, for obvious reasons. He has one more turn of Dynamax. Watch us land Sing this time. We don't land Sing again. We're not getting the luck that I was getting earlier. Earlier, I was literally landing Sing every single time. I don't want to waste Rillaboom quite yet. I still think we have a shot. He probably thinks that nothing's going to happen because of Azumarill constantly missing Sing. But we're just going to keep going for it. Go for Sing and go for, I guess go for Fake Out. Fake Out Clefairy. He's probably going to take out Incineroar here, which is obvious. Now he goes for a Helping Hand, which sucks. So now Fake Out does nothing. We do a little tiny bit of chip damage. He goes for Max Quake into Incineroar. But even though I have the berry, I'm more than positive that I'm going to get knocked out here. Wow, we actually live on 3. Okay. Special defense goes up again. So somehow, someway, that berry was huge. And we do land Sing on Spectrier, so we got something going on. And quite honestly, we're just going to keep putting people to sleep. Go with that and go with Parting Shot, I guess. He's actually going to withdraw Spectrier, okay, into Coco, which is perfect because I'm actually going to switch into Rillaboom and I'm going to take the Electric Surge away. And we do go for Parting Shot, which is actually pretty good against Coco here. If we can land Sing again, have 2 of his guys asleep, we're just going to be a nuisance. I still can't believe that Incineroar lived on 3. Get rid of the Electric Terrain, so it still doesn't look great for us because he still has all of his guys. And we do land Sing again. Okay. So Clefairy is asleep. Now, my question is what do I go for here? Do I go for trying to take... Probably actually would take out Coco here. Go for an Aqua Jet into Coco, and I go for a... I could go for a Sing again, but I think I'll just go Grassy Glide. Grassy Glide should take him out. Coco's not very strong defensively. Although I was very, very tempted to go for a Fake Out with a Sing. He's going to switch into Incineroar, actually. Not great. Aqua Jet's not going to do much of anything either, unfortunately. And he lowers our attack, which is kind of bad. Oh, Grassy Glide did a decent amount of... Oh, that's why. Because of the crits. And we're going to get Aqua Jet here. Which isn't going to do anything because we have nothing into our attack right now. It's going to be a long first battle, I can tell you that much. Okay, so... I mean, I guess Sing into Incineroar again, and... Well, let's just Protect. Let's go for Protect. Most Rillaboom's run a Soul Vest, so he might think that I don't have that. Or he might think that I have a Soul Vest, is what I meant to say. So we're gonna go for Protect. He goes for Fake Out into a Azumarill. That's fine. Clefairy's still sleeping. And this is going to be a long battle. I still feel like we have a very, very small chance at winning this. I mean, I guess we just go for Sing again into Incineroar and then switch into our Incineroar, lower his attack. And if anything, we can just go for a Flare Blitz, take ourselves out because we're going to take the recoil damage, but at least get some kind of damage if he doesn't take us out right here. Big if. Clefairy wakes up and goes for Follow Me, so I guess I'll put Clefairy to sleep again. Goes for Parting Shot into a Azumarill, which I'm okay with that. It's going to be a very back and forth battle, and I apologize, but we're going to try and get these wins. Switches back into Coco because he wants the electric terrain on the field, because it means I can't put him to sleep. So, smart move. Protected by the electric terrain, so I guess I protect here, or actually I switch into Rillaboom and I Fake Out Coco. He still has Spectrider in the back who is asleep. Him taking out Colossal was pretty bad for us, because that was kind of our entire win con. If we would have landed Sing in the very beginning, we would have been just fine, but he's going to protect Clefairy, and we're going to Fake Out his Coco, so he's not going to be able to do much of anything at all. Alright. Now the question, he used Protect on Clefairy. I could just go Free Shot into Clefairy right now. And, I mean, I could just go for another Parting Shot, or I could go for doubling into Clefairy to take it out. I think I'm just going to double into Clefairy. I'm okay with that. He's probably going to go for Brave Bird. If he does, then that'll be the game, but I didn't have much of a choice either way. Actually goes for U-turn, so a little bit of damage. He's going to go into his Incineroar. I'm not sure. Well, I don't know if we actually take out Clefairy now. With that attack drop, unless we could land a crit. Yeah, we just barely don't take it out. We're gonna knock ourselves out, so now he's gonna be able to set up the electric terrain easy peasy at this point. So it's probably safe to say that we can just up and walk away from this battle here. I don't see much of a way for us to actually win this. We can't go for a Perish Song because we only have 2 guys left. I do think there was definitely a way we could have won this. It just didn't go our way, unfortunately. So we'll go Aqua Jet, I guess, into Clefairy. We're just going to try and really just take it out of the game immediately. There goes Incineroar being taken out. He's going to set up the Electric Surge now, which means I'm not going to do as much damage as I would normally do. But we are going to go Aqua Jet, which isn't going to connect. And not going to connect again. So, smart move by my opponent. I don't think there's much of a way that we can win this. I really don't. I mean, I'll keep going for Grassy Glide and everything else just to see what ends up happening, but I don't see much of a way we can win this. If we do win this, it's incredible. I would not have imagined us be able to win this battle and where we're at now, but you just never really know. As he sends in the Incineroar again, he's going to lower our attack again, so regardless of what happens this turn, we're just going to go ahead and forfeit to move on to the next battle. We got two more battles left. And he goes for Thunderbolt, which is not going to connect, and Grassy Glide will do next to nothing into Incineroar, so go ahead and move on from this battle. I don't know why he hasn't ended it yet, to be completely honest. But good first battle. We kind of banked everything on Sing right there. If we would have landed Sing, definitely would have been a completely different battle. Then I could have gone for Aqua Jet, made Colossal huge, and been able to win that game. But can't win them all like that. Granted, I have won a good amount like that, so we're sitting at 75, 66, 18 wins, 17 losses. Not bad, but could be better. Going against someone who's ranks in 10,000, who's got Charizard, Gyarados, Dragonite, Mimikyu, Jolteon, and Snorlax. This is a very interesting team. He doesn't have a Follow Me user, and he doesn't have a Fake Out user, so we're pretty safe to start with Azumarill and Colossal. I think probably going Incineroar is the best play here. Incineroar will live anything for the most part from Charizard and Dragonite. The only other thing is I don't know what to do after that. Rillaboom gets blasted out of the water by Charizard immediately. And probably gets beaten down by Dragonite and Gyarados because they probably both have flying type moves. Glastrier is probably the best option. I don't like taking it, but it's probably going to be the best option for me. Simply because there's just too many things that can take out Rillaboom pretty easily. That's really what I'm trying to avoid, is I don't want to lose Rillaboom that quickly. So we'll go with Glastrier, see what ends up happening, see if we can have a better start than the last game. So he's going to start off with Snorlax and Dragonite. Definitely got a Gen 1 team going on over here. So we will go Aqua Jet into Colossal, we'll Dynamax, and we'll go G-Max Volcalith into... do I want to hit Snorlax or do I want to hit Dragonite? I guess probably Dragonite. Yeah, I mean, Snorlax, the thing is he doesn't have a Trick Room setup. I mean, he kind of has a Trick Room setup, but I have Aqua Jet if he sends in Mimikyu, to where I can just Aqua Jet the Mimikyu and then hit it with my other attack, and we're fine. So I'm not sure what his play is here. He could immediately go for a Dynamax. He could go for a Belly Drum with Snorlax. I do remember in the very beginning of ranked battles how many people feared the Snorlax setup, just because once you got that Belly Drum off and if Trick Room got set, it was pretty much game. There was no way you were going to take it out. So we are going to Dynamax. It doesn't look like he's Dynamaxing unless he Dynamaxes his Snorlax, which he doesn't Dynamax Snorlax. So it looks like it's just a... Oh, I crit my own Colossal, so that's unfortunate. Looks like we're just going to be able to easily take out Dragonite, I guess, and get some other damage put onto Snorlax as well here. He might have Charizard in the back door. He's going to try and save his Dynamax for Charizard, but we're just going to take Dragonite out first play, and we'll see if Snorlax goes for the... He does go for Belly Drum, so that is what his play is going to be. So he's going to, wait. He doesn't have a berry. double interesting? What is he using then? He doesn't have leftovers. He doesn't have a, well, he doesn't have like citrus berry or whatever the other berry is that everybody uses on him. Maybe he's not gluttony. I mean, I guess he could be thick fat, but that's kind of interesting. I guess we'll just go for Sing and a Charizard, and we're going to protect Colossal just because I want to see what he's going to do here. He's going to Dynamax Charizard, and that's a given. I mean, it's very possible he's just going to go for like a high horsepower into Colossal. Now that he's +4, but I'm still so confused as to what his play is here because Charizard gets knocked out if he, regardless if he Dynamaxes or not, unless he protects. I really thought his play would have been Sack Off, Dragonite. Oh wait, he used his what? He uses the CUSTAP berry to move faster. I am so confused. So he Dynamaxes Charizard. Wow, this is a very, very interesting play. I've never seen that berry used. So he probably is going to go high horsepower. Yup. High horsepower doesn't work. And Charizard's going to go for max overgrowth, which is also not going to work. If I land a Sing, it's going to be hilarious. I don't land Sing. Okay. It was worth a shot. And, yeah, it's not looking great for him. I mean, I guess I go Sing and a Charizard, and I go, I guess I go Max Quake. I don't know what else I should go for in that moment. He's gonna max guard, so I'll just go for taking out Snorlax, increase my special defense so that Charizard doesn't do a whole lot of damage to me, and we're still faster. Unfortunately, we have Meteor Beam. We don't have Rock Slide or whatever the other rock moves a lot of people use. I'm totally blanking. Sing's not going to connect, obviously, but we do take out Snorlax. Very interesting play, to say the least, with going with, I think it was CUSTAP Berry on Snorlax. Would have never guessed that. So I am very happy that I actually... Okay, and there's the Mimikyu. Honestly, I think I'm just going to go for taking Mimikyu out. Well, I do really need to take out Charizard, but I think if I go Aqua Jet into Mimikyu and I Heat Wave... Sure, we'll go Heat Wave. It gets a little bit of damage put on a Charizard. I don't think Charizard really has much of anything to be able to take me out. Or take out my Colossal. And I have Incineroar in the back. So his Disguise gets busted, and we're going to go for a Heat Wave, which... Who's that missing? Okay, missed Charizard, but it's okay. He does have Max Quake. That's interesting. Okay. So he has Max Quake. Mimikyu will... Oh, he crits me. Go figure. Mimikyu will go down to the rocks right here. And I can easily just put Charizard to sleep, so I'm not really too worried here. But he goes for a Thunder Wave. This guy's team is very, very interesting. Charizard gets hit by the rocks. Mimikyu gets hit by the rocks, so he's down to one guy. And I have Incineroar and Glastrier left. So if I lose Incineroar, it's not going to be great. Intimidate's not going to do much of anything because he's a special attacker. But he can't do anything really to Azumarill, especially since Grass-type moves do not work on him. I mean, at this point, I guess we go Perish Song. And we go Fake Out. use Fake Out, flinches, and we'll just go Perish Song just to secure the fact that we'll get the win here. I know I have Gothitelle who can make Perish Song that much stronger, but in all honesty, I don't use Gothitelle all that much with the way this team is laid out. Because this is a rental team, but I've really been curious on maybe switching. Well, that did a lot of damage. Goes for Scorching Sands. Okay. That's what he was running with Scorching Sands. Okay. Interesting. Which does hardly anything. But I have been interested in like changing Gothitelle for something else. I'm just trying to figure out who. And I think it'll work a little bit better. So we're able to get a win in the second battle. He definitely had an interesting team. Was not expecting a CUSTAP berry Snorlax. I didn't even know how that berry worked because I've never seen anybody use that berry on anybody. So definitely made for an interesting battle. We got one more left. We can definitely still go 2-1-1 here. But we were at least able to show off Colossal a lot better. I do want to see this guy's team really quick. So he had Life Orb with Scorching Sand, Solar Beam, and Heat Wave. Would have never thought of a Scorching Sand Charizard. He had a Wakan Berry Gyarados, who's all attack based. He had Weakness Policy Dragonite, who honestly, if he would have Dynamaxed, probably would have lived. Jolteon, who was Focus Sashed, and he had CUSTAP Berry Snorlax. The Pokemon holds one will be able to move first just once when it's in a pinch. So he did have Gluttony. Wow, interesting team. Made for a fun battle though. So we got one more. See if we can't end at 2-1 with this new Colossal team that we're giving a shot. And then I'll probably have my version of this team, probably swapping out Gothitelle for the next video, right before the tournament that ends up happening this weekend. So we got, let's see here, Indeedee, Galarian Moltres, Alolan, Marowak, Kartana, Tapu Fini, and Porygon 2. So he's got a very defensive team with Kartana, and mainly Kartana being like the main damage dealer here. He does have Indeedee, who has Follow Me, which is troublesome. We could set up Trick Room here, going Gothitelle and going Azumarill. Actually, we could go Gothitelle and Incineroar. Have Glastrier in the back. I guess we could bring Colossal still. Or we could go Rillaboom. I kind of like going Rillaboom here. Rillaboom takes out Fini pretty easily. And I already have a fire type that I can take out Kartana with, so we'll go Rillaboom. So it's definitely going to be different for our last battle. We're not going to do the Colossal start, so going against Khaleesi? Yeah, we'll say that's how you pronounce that. We'll see who she starts off with. Moltres and Porygon 2. Okay. So we can definitely get the Trick Room off. It does kind of benefit Porygon 2 here, but it doesn't benefit in Moltres at all. He's going to get the download off, which is going to increase his attack, thankfully. So let's go Trick Room. And I guess we'll fake out Porygon. Just in the off chance that he also goes for Trick Room to offset it. Fake him out. He's going to go for Nasty Plot, which is pretty bad. If I do say so myself, that's pretty bad. We are going to get Trick Room off. Porygon flinches. We'll Psychic Porygon, and I mean, I guess I just Flare Blitz, or do I? Yeah. Let's try to do as much damage as we can to Porygon too. If I don't want to switch out here. Oh, is he gonna go for another nasty plot? He wouldn't dare. He might just go for a recover, to be honest. Wow, we're not doing... Oh, at least we get a burn, but we're not doing any damage to him. Is he going to go for another one? Oh, he goes for Fiery Wrath. Okay. Takes Gothitelle down to 7, so that's actually a pretty... Oh, he does go for Trick Room again. Okay. But he does have that burn. Could I get it again? I don't know. Let's protect Gothitelle and go for a Flare Blitz into Moltres just to see how much damage it'll do. He's gonna go for a Fiery Wrath again. There it is. He's really saving his Dynamax, interestingly enough. Lands a crit on my Incineroar. We don't get Flinch though, and we will have... oh yeah, we don't have Figgy Berry, forgot. And we get another burn, holy moly. But we do trigger his Berserk, which is not good. And Porygon's just going to go for Recover. He's going to be probably pretty annoying this entire battle, because I don't really have much to take him out with. Moltres might Dynamax here, I'm not quite sure. I'm going to have to let both my guys go down, and I'm going to be left with Blastoise and Rillaboom, unfortunately. I guess Psychic, how fast is... Gothitelle's not, like, slow. It's not slow, but it's not fast. I mean, I guess I go Psychic into Porygon, and I go Flare Blitz again into Moltres, because both my guys are going out right here. Not really much I can do. I was going to say, if he Dynamaxes here, it's kind of a waste of a Dynamax. He's going to get the double knockout, but I still have Dynamax, he still has Dynamax, and I have Rillaboom, and I have Blastoise in the back. Porygon goes for Tri-Attack, it doesn't do anything, and they're both going to take burn damage, thankfully. Okay, so here is what I can do. I think my best option here is to probably Dynamax Blastoise, Fake Out into Moltres, and take him out completely. After that, I just have to really hope that I can sweep through and that he doesn't have Marowak in the back. If he does, it's not going to be great, because he has... Really, the only thing that can take me out right here is Marowak or Kartana. But if I get the attack boost here, we'll be sitting pretty good. So we'll go Max Hailstorm into Moltres, and we'll go Fake Outs into Moltres as well. If he doesn't Dynamax here, then we're pretty much in the clear. If he does, though, I think that he can knock us, either one of my guys, out. Definitely Rillaboom, because we're not Dynamaxing. I don't know if he can take out Blastoise if it's Dynamax, even though he's +3 in his special attack right now. He might be able to, though. He doesn't Dynamax, so we have a shot. The only thing that's annoying is this Porygon, which I had a feeling it also had Trick Room. And there was just zero chance for me to actually be able to take it out. So he doesn't have Protect, so we are going to take Moltres out, and we are going to get the boost, and he's got Ice Beam, actually. That did a lot more than I really would have liked it to do. And we're going to see Max Hailstorm come out, so Moltres is going to go bye-bye. We're going to get the attack boost. And we will see what else he has. I didn't realize how annoying Porygon 2 was going to be. But maybe that's something I could switch into this team. Like I could bring maybe something like Urshifu. Urshifu might actually be a pretty good addition to the team. It gives me that fighting typing that I'm kind of missing right now. To take things out like Porygon 2 also gives me that big advantage of the dark type. I know I have Incineroar, but Urshifu is much faster and hits way harder. So he does have Kartana, which is kind of what I had figured. Oh, let's see here. We can just go for probably a Max Hailstorm and a Kartana. It's pretty weak. And honestly, I'm just going to protect. I'm going to keep Rillaboom alive. He's probably going to Dynamax here and go for like a Max Knuckle maybe. He might actually even go for like a Max Steel Spike. If he goes for Max Steel Spike, it increases his defense, and he may be able to take a Max Hailstorm from me. So I am going to protect myself. He does go for Steel Spike like I thought he was going to, but he goes into Rillaboom, who does live, and he's probably going to go for Ice Beam again, I'd assume. His defense goes up. Unfortunately, Porygon's defense goes up too, and he does go for Ice Beam and a Rillaboom. He really wants Rillaboom gone. See how much this does of being stab, and I'm +1 attack. Doesn't do anywhere near the amount of damage that I needed it to do, which is kind of bad, but Porygon's still taking some damage here. Honestly, I think I'm going to have to double into Kartana. If I double into Kartana, I might be able to take him out. I know his attack's been increased, but it's the only real option I have going for me here. I guess I just go for Max Hailstorm again to Kartana, and I'm just going to go for a Grassy Glide as well into Kartana. It's boosted by the Grassy Terrain anyway, so... And I have the Seed item that increases the attack of Grass-type moves, so that still did very little. It goes for Max Knuckle this time to take me out, get the attack boost, and the attack boost again from Beast Boost, which does suck. We'll see how much damage Porygon's going to do to Glastrier. Shouldn't do much of anything. It's probably just going to go for a Tri-Attack, I'd assume. Actually goes for an Ice Beam, which does nothing. And we go for another Max Hailstorm, which still doesn't knock him out, unfortunately. But he's going to take the hail damage, but they will get a little bit back from the Grassy Terrain. So I think I need to protect to hold out one more time. Really wish I would have had... I mean, I see the advantage of having Lumberry on Glastrier because a lot of things can end up happening with Paralysis or Burn. But I do think that Life Orb ends up benefiting him a lot better. So we'll just protect on Glastrier just to waste his last turn to Dynamax, hopefully. Because he's going to do a lot of damage here because of the double boost, so... Probably not going to win the last one either, so I'll probably go 1 and 2 for today's battles. I do want to just make that slight change of taking Gothitelle out for maybe someone like Urshifu, and I can test that to see if it ends up working. I'm just going to go for another Max Steel Spike, which makes sense. Yeah, how much that just did through Protect, he's definitely going to knock me out, so... We'll go 1 and 2 for the battles today. I do really like using this team, and I'm kind of disappointed I couldn't really show the full potential of Colossal and Azumarill. We at least got to see its sort of potential in the second battle that we did, but I've used this team quite a bit, and it's been kind of ridiculous how many times I win mainly because of Sing. It's a really hard thing to just put all your chips onto, though, with betting that you're going to land a 55% move every single time, but it makes it more interesting for sure. So we'll just go Icicle Crash. We're going to get knocked out here anyways, no matter what we do, because Kartana's a pretty hard hitting Pokemon. So Smart Strike, I Pretty sure that always crits, doesn't it? Didn't crit, actually. But regardless, we are going to go 1 and 2, so we don't pick up as many ones as I wanted to, but we still got one more video for the week, and I'll make the adjustments to the team that I think will work a little bit better, but I will include the rental team for you guys to try out, because it is a very interesting Colossal team to use, since most people will use Colossal paired with either Dragapult or the Water-type Urshifu. It's what most people use, or even like Weavile, somebody who has like the ability to surf. But here is the team. You guys can give it a shot. It was created by Santino. I really like using the team. I've used it a lot. I do kind of want to take Gothitelle out for my play style. I'm not really trying to play for the Shadow Tag Perish Song trap. I like to use a little bit more of an offensive team, so maybe something like Urshifu, or maybe I can find something else that ends up suiting the team better. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed watching the video, and I hope you guys try out the team. Let me know what you guys think. That'll be it for this one, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!